This is Mr. Marcus Gibbs, and you're watching FrontRowFanatics.com. Ooh!
Alright, Gulf Coast independent wrestling fans, you're back with the Front Row Fanatics as we continue our review of the Ultimate Wrestling Show, Deck the Halls. It took place December 5th, 2009, American Legion Post 33 in Pensacola, Florida. Take it away, Internet!
Okay, the next match was our main event. It was a tag team title match with the champions, Pure Doug Pitt, the Airman T.A. Jones, excuse me, he's Mr. USA T.A. Jones,
right,
against a mystery tag team.
The Ultimate Sons
of Ultimate Wrestling.
Yeah.
And they were up against mystery opponents, newly signed tag team to the Ultimate Wrestling roster. And one of the conditions of them signing with Ultimate Wrestling was that they got an immediate title match. The mystery opponents were none other than the Invasion.
Invasion! Invasion! Invasion!
Who would consist none other of Jerry Reiner and Justin Cruz. This was a good match. Was a very good match. The advantage had to go to the Invasion. You know, Pure Doug Pitt and T.A. Jones didn't know who was going to come out of that curtain, and the Invasion ended up being your winner. And they are the new Ultimate Wrestling Tag Team Champions. I hate to say, as much as I like Pure Doug Pitt and T.A. Jones, they took them to school. They cut that ring in half, worked Doug Pitt over like a rented mule.
But not even a government mule, a rented mule.
But to their defense, you know, we did get to see the BBL clutch, and Doug did manage a Super Power Ranger kick. But in the end, Reiner, Cruz, chicken and biscuits, done.
The Sons of Ultimate Wrestling, I guess, were hungry for that chicken and biscuits, man.
Wow, it was vicious, to say the least.
And I was glad to see the Invasion return to Ultimate Wrestling. I truly, truly was. I was sad when they left, but I can understand business is business and all that. But the Invasion was a well-oiled machine.
Yes.
I mean, bing, bam, boom, slap, crap, stomp, whatever you want to say. They was just whooping those young boys' ass.
There was apparently no ring rust, and they have not missed a step. And like I said, nothing against Pure Doug Pitt or T.A. Jones. They won the belts in the Ecstasy of Gold tournament and have defended them honorably. They've taken on all challengers, but you know, the Invasion, you know, people would call them veterans, but they are by no means old.
Absolutely.
Cruz and Reiner are in their prime as far as I'm concerned. I wanted to talk a little bit about Jerry Reiner. You know, when he started out as the Lightning Kid, he was the high flyer, the, you know, right, Mr. Excitement. Then in the middle of the PWA days, he became Mr. Electricity, and then he had a very debilitating knee injury. You know, could have cost him his career. He came back, and the style he is wrestling now, I enjoy the most. Has one of the best Shining Wizards you will ever see, and wow, Reiner is at the top of his game. Like I said, the Shining Wizard, if you see Reiner do a Shining Wizard, you'll be a better man for it.
And those of us, such as Mr. Internet and myself, who've lived in this area and have watched independent wrestling in this area for a prolonged period of time, we have seen Reiner, Cruz, Mays in their first matches in the PWA days. We've watched them develop over the years, up and down and all around the Gulf Coast. And, you know, They had it going on. They had the element of surprise on their side. They had the element of experience, being two experienced vets working together. Previous tag team champions, you know, and other promotions.
Cruz, of course, was one half of New Era with Mays, who had one of the best matches on the Gulf Coast at the Santa Rosa Auditorium in the Backyard Brawl with the Backyard Boys.
That's right, and I was there.
But, wow, like I said, they seem to be always, they left in controversy, they came back in controversy. Controversy is no stranger to the Invasion. And while I'm at it, I'm going to give a quick plug. If you like shoot interviews, roundtable discussions, go to YouTube, Invasion Shoot. Invasion Productions, shoot interviews and roundtable discussions. They take some pride in that. They're very funny, very, you know, you'll learn some stuff. I suggest anybody out there check it out on YouTube.
If you like independent wrestling in this area, such as Mr. Internet, myself, Pain Lord, Alexander Page, Beast Move, Brian Reese, and any number of fans, personalities, whatever, Invasion Shoot Productions is a good place to go. Not only are they entertaining, you get to see some of your favorites in a more relaxed atmosphere. They talk honestly and openly about some of the people, conditions, promotions, the state of independent wrestling in this area. You know, sometimes they say some stuff about people that, you know, the other person might not like. Bang, bang, I hear you, as Mick Foley would say. But, you know, that's the way it is. I like it, I enjoy it, and I've also got a comment to say about somebody who's been popping off on the message boards anonymously calling Reiner and Cruz backyarders. Okay, I'm not gonna get into all that, but it's ludicrous. Okay, the individual knows who he is. You know, I'm assuming from what I've read, Reiner knows who he is. I believe I know who he is, and I respect this individual. But to call Reiner and Cruz backyarders is ludicrous. You know, they've been around the block here. They've wrestled name guys. They've wrestled no name guys. You know, and if you want to promote independent wrestling in this area, knocking guys that have been around for a while and then will put people over is not the way to do it, okay? I like the Invasion. I like Jerry. I like Cruz. And enough of that bullshit. How about working together to promote and make independent wrestling on the Gulf Coast a better scene instead of the fucking cesspool and, as Omega used to call it, the drizzling shits, you know, in the state of Florida. Enough said.
I also want to point out, I was there for Jerry Reiner's first match, and he'll kill me for saying this. It was at the Italian-American Club. It was Robert Gibson's promotion. Jerry Reiner came flying down to the ring, jumped over the top rope, and tripped. But, you know, he's come a long way since then. I always remind him that every once in a while. And, you know, the Invasion, they're real-life heels.
Did the crowd go, Jerry, Jerry, when he tripped over the rope? I wasn't there, so I don't know.
Nobody really knew who he was at that point. And like I said, I'm not digging on you, Jerry. Like I said, it was just, I take a lot of pride in knowing I was there for your first match. And I enjoy watching your matches now. I enjoy your style more now than I did 10 years ago. So big ups to Jerry and Cruz. Like I said, phenomenal match. The Invasion are your new Ultimate Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And you got to ask yourself, Pure Doug Pitt and T.A. Jones came out and said, hey, we have a rematch clause in our contract. We want it at Milton on, what is it, December
19th.
19th, end of days. So you got to figure Doug Pitt and T.A. Jones are going to step up their game a little bit.
And they'll be better prepared this time, too. And I have one slight question for Jerry Reiner, too. Now that the Invasion is back in Ultimate Wrestling, are we going to see some more Best of Mr. Electricity Jerry Reiner DVD videos, man? I got a few. Got some good old stuff on there. I'd like to see some more. And
he's always got one or two tucked away for a rainy day.
And I'd like to drink some more beer, too.
Okay, with that being said, we're going to stop this segment, but we'll be back with our rating of the show, our favorite matches, maybe even a few predictions for end of day, so stick with us.